Pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be with Beanpot lovers and Beanpot followers. And first time I can ever remember being here that Bill Curry has not been here. He's on a vacation in Europe. He reminded me that he's been around Beanpot for a long, long time. But for him not to be here is something special. I think in a bad way. I'm not sure. They want me to talk about my team, and my team is just that. It's become a real good team. We've come together as a group. Everybody's pulling hard for each other. We've been on a pretty good roll up until this past weekend. We've been playing extremely well, and we've been fortunate in an awful lot of games to come out on top at the end. We've been playing a lot of close games, and I think one of the major reasons for that is that we've been getting great goaltending from both our goaltenders, and they both hit a night with both seniors. Grant Rohauser and Kieran Milan have both been terrific for us, and Kieran has been one guy obviously most of the time. But, we have been fortunate to have those two guys with us for a long time. I'd like to have, I know Chris will have to get up a little later to talk, but I'd like to have my two senior goaltenders stand up and take a bow. We've come together. Another reason why we've been playing pretty well lately is our core of defensemen have really played much better. They've grown up right in front of us, and playing with a lot of confidence lately. And we just lost one to an injury deal 3 to 4 weeks, and we're hoping we have that's Joe that's Jared Coffin. That's Alex Privatera. He's out for a while. And Max Nicastro missed the last game against Maine as well, but he hopefully will be back for the Beanpot. I don't know if he'll be back for Merrimack, but he should be back for the Beanpot Monday night. But that core of defensemen has played extremely well for us, and I think that's another reason why we've been going on a real good roll. We've been getting great leadership from our captains. Chris Conley's here, and you'll hear from him in a minute. Alex Chiasson and Justin Courtnall, two junior captains, have done a great job for us as well as assistant captains. And we've had some trying times. We've had a couple of guys that we've had leave the team or dismissed from the team, and it's been a little bit of a turmoil. And fortunately, it was during the Christmas break, and we had time to catch our breath before we had to play again and get things straightened out. And a couple of guys have stepped up and moved to center and played extremely well for us. Captain Chris Conley, one of them. But a lot of guys have stepped up, and the thing that is most noticeable is that the team is really confident in themselves. They don't think they're the best team in college hockey. They don't think they can win every night without effort, but they're confident in themselves, and that the guys will show up for each other. And I think that's the best thing that I've seen from our team so far, is how quickly they've come together as a team. And I think hopefully that'll do well for us in the Beanpot, and also well for us in the rest of the year. The Beanpot itself is, I can't believe it's 60 years. I've been involved in quite a few of them, obviously. This is the first time ever that all 4 coaches of the Beanpot are players, former players at their schools that all have won Beanpots. And I think that that's really unique in any 4 schools like that. But to have them all in Boston here, I think is really something. I was mentioning earlier that I've been here a long time. In my first, I think, 19 years as the coach, we had the same 4 Beanpot coaches: Fernie Fleming, Vinny Zagorski, and Bill Cleary. And now there's been a little bit of turnaround, and I'm the only one still standing, and just barely. But it's really, it was fun coaching against those guys those years, and but I know these guys really well. I played against Jerry. I recruited Teddy. I'm still waiting to hear an answer from Teddy. And I coached against Jimmy Madigan. So I know these guys real well as players. I know them as coaches, assistant coaches, as pro scouts. So I know them, and I respect them, and it's a lot of fun to play in a tournament like this with guys you know so well and guys you respect so much. So to all of us, good luck in the tournament, and to Steve, you're doing a hell of a job.
Well, I guess for me, growing up playing in Minnesota, you know, it was always my dream to play college hockey at the Division I level, and you know, both my brother and my friends had that same goal. I can remember weekends playing outdoors, and we'd have 4-on-4 tournaments, and we would take our helmets off and pretend we were standing for the national anthem in front of 18,000. So for that to have come true with what the Beanpot offers is kind of the culmination of everything that I've wanted since I was a kid. And I've just been fortunate to be a part of it for 4 years now. I still keep in touch with a lot of guys that are playing at the pro level now, and they said just enjoy being in college, because once you leave, the relationships and experiences you have just aren't the same. So, like I said, I'm looking forward to another year, my 4th year, and I'm just glad to be part of the tradition. Thank you.
Just like to first just recognize some of the people that we're happy to have join us today. We have the athletic director from Harvard, Bob Scalise, assistant athletic director Jeremy Gibson, former assistant athletic director, longtime Harvard supporter and Harvard hockey supporter, Fran Tolan, who's special to me. Think back in my days in the Beanpot, and Fran was always around, so it's great to see Fran. Dave Catarazzolo's our director of hockey operations. Neil Murphy is director with our Harvard Varsity Club, and then I just will introduce my seniors as I see them down there. We have a couple guys that aren't with us due to class obligations. Dan Moriarty and Rents Coason. We have Eric Crocius with us. Eric's having his best season. He's been really a blessing for us, as we've had some injuries early on. Eric has really stepped up and had a great season, so very happy with the kind of year he's having so far. Colin Moore, another guy who's having a real good season for us, being a great leader, killing penalties, and really just emotionally, in case you haven't heard, we're 2 away from the record of most ties in the history of college hockey. So we really have relied on our senior group, and they have been great to really keep the spirits up. We also have from our sports information department, Casey Hart, Kurt back there. Thank you for coming. Brendan, I think, is filming me. Brendan's works with us as well. So I guess, and I'll leave. We have Alex Killorn, who's having a great season for us. Really, I think the Beanpot will be a little bit of a showcase to some around the area just how good Alex is. He's really come into his own this year, and I'll introduce Ryan Grimshaw in a second, who's our captain, who's really done a lot of things both on and off the ice, I think, to really help our team along. So far the season's been it's been a little bit here and there. We've had, as I said, 8 ties, coming off a good weekend. This weekend, beating Yale and Brown. We've had quite a few of the ties on the road. Getting points on the road, is usually a good thing, but when you continue to get ties, sometimes you start to question that theory. But I really enjoy this group of kids. They've worked hard. They've been good teammates. They really have been a blessing to be involved with, and it's I think their positive attitude has really allowed us to kind of grow up with a lot of young players, and I really feel our best hockey is in front of us. I know we're excited about the opportunity in the Beanpot. Anytime you play a Jack Parker BU team, you know that you're going to get a team that's going to play their best in the Beanpot. I think the numbers show that pretty plainly, and we're excited. It should be a great opportunity, and we really appreciate all you do, Steve, to make this a great event in Nesson, and it really is a special opportunity for all the players, the coaches, and the schools. Without further ado, I'll introduce my captain, Ryan Grimshaw, senior from Rochester, New York.
TD Garden, staff, and everyone who helped put together the Beanpot Luncheon for us today. So thank you. I speak for myself as well as the rest of my teammates when I say we're excited to kick off the 60th anniversary of the Beanpot. We are honored to be part of such a storied tradition in Boston, and as well as all of college hockey. This season we've had our ups and downs, but we feel we are playing some of our best hockey as of late, following a couple big in-conference wins. Prior to that, as you might know, we became all too familiar with the saying, tying's like kissing your sister. So with 8 tied games, we have set a Harvard record for games tied in the season, and seeing as there are no ties in the Beanpot, it's a good thing to know we won't be adding to that number. I want to wish the best of luck to BC, VU, and Northeastern, players and coaches alike, and this is an exciting time for all of us. Thank you very much.